Hello everybody and welcome to Plague Inc. This is going to be a one-off episode of Plague Inc. Since I am missing Wealth of Nations for the next couple of weeks, there's going to be a slot open that I'd like to fill, and I thought about filling it with like a mini-series or something, and that still might happen. But for now, I think doing one-offs is a good idea, because there are a lot of games I'd love to play and do series of that I don't necessarily have the time, or not necessarily the time, but I don't necessarily think fit as long-form Let's Plays, this being one of them. But I always like these games, and I think they would make quick, short bursts of one-offs. And I'd like to bring that whole one-off mentality to my channel a little bit more so that I can do more things like this. So, of course, we're going to be playing as Plague Inc., and it's funny because I've tried to record this probably 3 or 4 times now and have lost every single time. Yet prior to it, I won every single time, so I'm not sure what's going on. We're going to be playing as the Necroa virus, and this episode is going up win or loss at this point. I don't care. Win or lose, we are going to be bringing this episode live to everybody. We're going to be playing as the Necroa virus, and the Necroa virus is, as you'd guess it, the zombie apocalypse. And that's what we're going to be trying to do and spread the zombie apocalypse. We're also going to be bringing in a couple of other things like Darwinist, Terracite, and Hydrophile. These will allow us to get certain bonuses. Darwinist will increase the chance that the plague itself mutates on its own. You know what? Yeah, we'll bring that in. Yeah, you know what? Do I want this to be mutating or not? Sure. Terracite is going to be increase the chance of it spreading by land, but I think I'm going to bring it to Aerosite. Aerosite means more chance of spreading by air. And then Hydrophile, which will give the plague a bonus in humid climates, or Xerophile, which is arid climates. I'm actually going to take Xerophile here because of where I plan on starting this virus. We're going to play on normal. I tried playing on brutal, and I came so close to winning multiple times and got my butt kicked. So we're going to try playing on normal, and of course, it's going to be on it's going to be called Zomboid, the Zomboid virus, as I, stumble to get words out of my mouth. So the first thing you have to do in this game is pick a country where you want it to start. And I'm going to go ahead and choose South Africa. It is a pretty hot nation, and it has an airport and a seaport both in it. So it's going to allow early spreading of the disease so long as I have the opportunity to do so. And we're going to let it kind of spread over time. Now, if you're not used to this game, I did do a Judge Mathis on it a few months ago. You can check it out there if you want to know how the game works. But a quick overview. So what the plan is we have to evolve our virus to become deadly, to be the deadly disease that it was always meant to be and destroy humanity with it. We have 3 different tabs of which to do this with. We have Transmission tab, Symptoms tab, and Abilities tab. And they're mostly self-explanatory. Transmission is the way that the virus is going to get around. Symptoms, of course, is the symptoms that are shown as the disease gets more and more worse off. And its abilities, basically its ability to survive in hot and cold climates, and its drug resistance. And then once it fully becomes a zombie virus, we'll get some special things you'll get to take a look at. For now, I'm going to be focusing on transmission because the way I like to play this game is to spread it as much as I can before it gets noticed. If I can spread it to most of the world before it gets noticed, the better we're going to be, because once it gets noticed, once people notice that the virus is around, we're going to start seeing doctors trying to cure the virus, and a cure will start being formed. And if a cure starts getting formed, we're going to be in a lot of trouble, because once the cure is at 100%, we might as well be lost. So we'll go ahead in here, and we're going to go ahead and start doing this we're going to start making this basically the zombie virus. Saliva is going to be our main method of transportation between humans. So we're going to go ahead and level up level 1 and 2 of our saliva function. Eventually, this is going to be good because what's going to happen is we're going to take this over here, hypersalivation, and the combination between the two, basically people salivate a lot more, means we're going to have a lot more, a much bigger chance of the virus spreading heavily. But saliva 1 and 2 is going to be enough to get this thing booming initially throughout its initial country. I mean, we're already seeing the numbers start to pop a little bit faster, though it's not in a great amount, it's a decent amount. And I really want drug resistance early as well. The drug resistance 1 and eventually 2 basically says, hey, wealthy nations, first world nations, you have really good Medicare, we don't care. This is going to basically mean its resistance to early drugs. And eventually I'll probably grab level 1 of genetic hardening, which allows it slows down research speed when it does happen. So with those 2 basic things picked up, we will continue just kind of waiting and seeing it happen and waiting for it to happen. Zomboid has infected hundreds in South Africa, which is nice. Not enough. One of the other things we're going to look into grabbing, too, is going to be Zoonotic Shift. Basically, this is cross-species infection. We can go from humans to rats, bats, birds, and mice. And this is good to get it spreading very quickly. The problem occurs later on in the game when they start researching a cure, because this increases future research speed. Hopefully, we're going to be grabbing this early, because by the time they find out, it'll be too late. But for now, we're going to ignore this, and we're going to go over toward grabbing Cold Resilience 1. Again, I need to really focus on getting this sucker spread around the world as quickly as we can. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab Water 1 as well, so that it can start jumping onto boats. Yep, there it actually goes. We already got it on a boat. And we have infected Egypt. So that was perfect. We got the water resilience. It hopped on a boat immediately and went to infect a whole other country, which is absolutely beautiful. Egypt is a hot country as well, so it's going to do well there. This whole African nation isn't going to know what hit it by the time they do, it's going to be hopefully too late. We're definitely going to grab Zoonotic Shift early on. For spreading purposes, so we'll go ahead and grab that. And what we're probably going to do is grab bats. The reason we grab bats is because it's a high bump in infectivity, but it's really hard to detect that bats get infected, so the severity doesn't go up at all. This is important because the higher the severity, the higher the likelihood of them finding it. If we grab other things, they're all very similar, but bats are some of my favorite. Bats are one of the biggest ones. They're a little bit more expensive because of that, though birds are kind of expensive, but the reason birds are expensive is because they're a little bit more widespread. I like to go with bats. It's worked out for me in the past when I've won. And look, we spread to our next country, Zimbabwe. Grabbing more points in the process. This is going well so far. I'm just afraid that the disease is going to mutate on its own and give hypersalivation really early. Looks like the London Olympics are going to be postponed. There are world events that will happen randomly as we go. The Olympics is one of them. If the Olympics happen, which so far they are, that's a good chance for our disease to just spread worldwide, which is awesome. The problem is it was just delayed. The London Olympics were just delayed. So it means we have to keep our disease kind of on the down low a little bit longer, because if it gets discovered before the Olympics happen, what that means is that, we're going all around the world, is that there's a very good chance that they're going to cancel the Olympics prior to anything. So they've already developed the insomnia. That's unfortunate, but it's better than hypersalivation. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, we can't grab bats yet. They might detect it early with the insomnia. We'll see. Usually that's what happens. Once they've developed the first kind of symptom, insomnia, or any of them, it gets detected really early. So we're going to go ahead and grab bats and hope that that's going to help the spread it very, very hardcore and very quickly. It looks like we are infecting millions every day, or close to 1 million every day. And boats are flying everywhere right now. And with the, yep, somebody found the zomboid cure, the zomboid disease in a normal checkup. Now we just need to keep an eye on to see what the cure, if they're going to focus on a cure or not. So with that being said, we really do need to focus. Early analysis of zomboid in South Africa has identified cellular regenerative abilities which could cause tumors. That's a problem. Means that they are going to start looking at a cure. Yep, they're already working on a cure. That's a huge issue. So we're going to go ahead and do hypersalivation and massive hunger. And we're going to really hope that this is going to start spreading very, very fast. If we can get it to actual straight-up zombie status soon, the cure won't matter too much. We'll see, though. Now, I could transport it to bat level 2. The problem with bat level 2 is that it actually turns the bats into essentially zombies, and they start attacking to kill. And that's very, very bad, because now the world will really start heavily focusing on a cure. But as it is right now, the disease is spreading really, really well, and the cure doesn't seem to be a big focus of these people. So we're gonna let it keep going. So they put the disease on the WHO watch list, but the cure has made no progress. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do drug resistance 2 and genetic hardening, so that A, it can spread faster in wealthy nations, and B, once they do start researching a cure, it's not gonna be as fast as it could be. And the Olympics are going to go whether... It doesn't matter. The Olympics are going to happen. Despite despite the zomboid virus infecting other people. And it's developed this fever system already. Though it might be too little too late. Zomboid has infected more people in the world than the common cold. Good to know. A couple more points. We're actually getting quite a few points here. As you can see, by the way, all these things flashing red, this means the countries are closing down their ports. They're closing everything down. They don't want the disease to get in or out of the country, but it's too little too late. Because we are going to be able to do something with this soon. So let's go ahead and start making this thing an actual zombie problem. We're going to go to here, and we're going to grab gastroenteritis, which means people are going to basically be frequently vomiting and crapping their pants. And then we're going to go over here and spend 13 points and say the virus can replicate in the stomach intestine, increasing infectiousness through the feces and vomit. So now it's super infectious because of that. We're also going to grab cannibalism, meaning extreme compulsion to bite and eat other humans, significantly increasing infectivity as well as lethality. One more upgrade and we'll have actual zombification problems. And once we unlock actual zombies, the reanimation of the dead, now then they're going to have a lot of issues. So they're actually starting their research speed right now, but it might be too little too late for them. I would love to see the US it spread a little bit faster, but it's fine. It's actually going pretty quickly. I can't really complain. And there we go. We can actually go ahead and grab Cytopathic Reanimation. Formation of complex neural structures enables reanimation of damaged cells and restoration of low-level vitals. Turns dead into zombies. So now if we go to our abilities, we have all kinds of new abilities. We can have the formation of hordes, the regeneration of the dead, as well as autolytic delay, which means virus slows release of digestive enzymes from cell lysosomes, slowing decomposition of the corpse. We're going to be focusing on horde. What this is going to allow us to do is give us special abilities that a lot of other diseases in this game don't get. I can spend 5 DNA points and move the hordes around. And this is very important, especially when countries have closed the borders to their countries. Right now, it's not a big deal because the hordes are very, very small. But when I upgrade it a little bit further, the hordes are going to be in the thousands to hundreds of thousands to eventually millions. At this point, the cure doesn't matter. It's too late for them. Zombies are going to happen. They're completely focused on a cure, but it doesn't matter. The dead are starting to reanimate, and they're going to be in trouble. So we can go ahead and now look over here. I'm actually going to go and grab a segmented genome. Segmented genome is the virus splits its genome into smaller molecules, increasing the likelihood of viable mutation during transmission. So hopefully mutations will happen on their own. And then we can do sensitivity to pain and sensitivity and pain when eyes exposed to sunlight. Slows future research speed, slowly reduces infection rate. I'll ignore that for now. And we're going to go ahead and grab zombies focus on horde leaders, focusing the horde in a direction of travel, increasing travel speed. No, I want to save it for this one. Horde mentality, increase the size of the horde. So as you can see now, we actually have the focus anaerobic resuscitation symptom. We'll take a look at what that is. As you can see now, we actually have the number dead, the number of non-infected, and the number of zombies. The darker red is the number of zombies in the world. So it just actually developed this on its own. Infected brain cells switch to anaerobic respiration. Lactic acid buildup is lethal and destroys higher brain processes and personality. So it kills faster. Movement increases severity, particularly in urban environments. Interesting. So this might be something we want to grab because of the US and whatnot. But I think I'm still going to save for horde mentality level 1, so moving people around as a horde is important. So the cure is 25% complete. Faced with overwhelming evidence, governments confirm that zomboid can trigger pathological aggression in corpses. You should know that by now. Zombies are already spreading over here. Hopefully we'll be alright. In response to the growing zombie threat, a powerful military organization called ZCOM has been set up. Its mission: defend humanity from the dead. So Canada has set up its main base. That's actually going to be slightly problematic. So we're going to start working on horde mentality of moving thousands of people around. And we're going to take, once we have enough, we're going to start moving hordes around. And hopefully make it impossible for them to really get a foothold anywhere. And they just developed photophobia on its own. So sensitivity to light and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and grab them. And we'll move a horde. No, no, no. I want move a horde from here to here. So we're going to move a horde of a few thousand. Only a few hundred. But we put a few zombies over here. I want to get Mexico infected as much and as quickly as we can. Canada's going to be a big concern. But since we have a lot... Oh, Canada's been infected. Since we have a lot of zombies to worry about, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Let's go ahead and grab the next one. Hordes have hundreds of thousands of zombies. So we can move them even more. How many zombies do we have here? It costs 4. We're going to try and move hundreds of thousands of zombies over to here. Panic spreads worldwide as the authorities in South Africa fail to protect citizens from the zomboid zombies. And we're going to move hundreds of thousands of zombies here. And we're going to keep doing that and hoping to destroy this outpost. Zombies have hunted down the last group of survivors in Japan. There is no one left alive, and without food, the zombies will begin to starve. That's fine. Continuing to send thousands of zombies over here. And hopefully fight off this base, though it does not look like we're going to be able to do it. What else do we want to grab? We can grab nutrient flow, enhanced sight, and hearing increases severity. I'm thinking we go into the millions of zombies. So let's go ahead and grab that one. Millions of zombies. And hopefully the mutations will be on their own. These are going to give me free DNA points, which are wonderful. We can actually drop... How many zombies are over here? 500 and something million. Do that a couple times. Just move a few million zombies around. Hopefully we'll move a few million zombies over here. 12 million zombies we just put into Canada. They're going to have a hard time dealing with it. We're just going to keep moving zombies everywhere. Now, this Greenland is going to be a problem. I don't know if I can actually move into Greenland. We might actually lose because Greenland is completely protected. We'll move a couple million zombies here. I don't think I can actually move them. Against the zombie soldiers, civilians are fighting together to survive daily zombie attacks, though they're still going to have a problem. A couple million zombies we'll put into Russia. Where are they going? Hopefully they move into here where there's already a few million zombies. Moving lots and lots of zombies into there and hopefully crush them. What do we want to do? At this point we might give them the ability to... Let's see. Raise from the dead. We'll go ahead and grab that. And we want to start moving them a little bit faster. Drift overseas. That's actually really good. That's what we need. We need to move them over the seas. And then I can take them and... Can I move them there? It does not look like it. Oh, wait. If we can just kill off Canada. That's all I care about. 16 more million zombies to take care of. We just infected that country. More countries being infected. This country is essentially dead. A rotting zombie was spotted washing up on a beach in Greenland. It escaped before security. Ah, good. So we've infected Greenland with the virus. That's actually one of the big concerns I've had. Is this Japan? It is. We have a few 3,000 zombies or so over there. Not a big deal. So we have a lot of dead here. We can just actually raise them. A million more. And keep moving the American zombies over there. Just keep moving them. 16 more million zombies over there. And it is going to kill them eventually. And that's the hope. So I need to keep moving. Well, we can actually move them into here. 7 million zombies in the Baltic states should actually finish them up pretty quickly. We'll move more over to here into the Ukraine. And that should spread pretty rapidly over there. These guys taking a while. Let's go ahead and raise a couple million dead zombies in there. Just gotta take down Canada at this point. That's kind of the goal. There's still a very good chance we could still lose this. Let's see. We just got another bonus. We might save up at this point. But we could give them this. Improved movement and coordination, increases severity, particularly in urban environments. I think I'll save up my DNA points. I don't think the cure is going to be able to do much. How's America looking? America's basically dead. Just raise a few more in America. You know. Keep a few more zombies rolling around. Kind of using them as my outpost at this point. Zombies arrived. The population was slaughtered. That's unfortunate for them. Huh, they might actually hold out. They might hold out against us at this point. We'll see. What do we got? 36 million here. Let's go ahead and transfer a few million over here and they have to deal with it. Yeah, they can hold out. These are the big problem. These outposts are what ends up killing me every time. I think I kind of went, as mutated the psychosis symptom without using DNA points. I think I kind of went balls to the walls a little too early with the zombie virus itself, which sucks. But it's a little late at this point. We'll go ahead and move them over here and migrate a few million over here and kill off Finland. Armed gangs launched major raid on ZCOM facilities. Losses sustained significantly damaged ZCOM ability to respond to zombie threats. That's good to know, but I don't have the points to make much out of it. So you can see the numbers just dropping as we kind of wipe them out. More is good. Are they actually going to be able to fight us back? We'll just raise a few million here. They're setting up ZCOM forces everywhere, and we're not actually able to do much about it, which is unfortunate. It really is. This looks like it might be a lost cause. But like I said, this episode's going up one way or another. Definitely have had a lot of hit or miss. Off camera, I've won every time I've played this. On camera, not so much. They go into Iceland, but by the time they get here, aren't they just going to lose? Is over and allocates more resources to expanding the... Okay. Poland. Interesting. Are they going to move away from Poland? Yeah, see, the zombies are all dying off. Yeah, they're actually going to be able to hold us off. There's nothing I can really do about it now. We can just kind of move and migrate and hope. But that's all we can do. We wiped out... I'm pretty proud. We definitely wiped out a majority of the world. But the zombies are going to end up dying off. And there's nothing we're going to be able to do about it. And the world's just going to have to rebuild from that. I mean, look, the world only has... You know, if we take a look at the world tab, the world is barely even alive. We still did miss quite a few countries. Oh, no, these are probably because they got fought off. There's 100 million of us, only 1 million zombies. Yeah, we're outnumbered pretty heavily. Canada, man, they're what ended it for us. We tried to take them down early, but we weren't able to do it. That's fine. This is fun, though. See, like, this is why I like to do one-offs, because I get to play games like this that I don't normally get to play. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is something that you might see pop up now and again. Maybe I'll try the zombie thing one more time. And maybe try to perfect the system off camera. But it was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think, and if you want to see more one-offs in the future of just different games. I think one-offs have potential to add a lot of variety to a channel like this. So if you enjoyed it, let me know. Show your support, like, comment, all that good stuff. And consider subscribing for more videos just like this one. And as always, oh, we have a little bit of points. What are we going to do? Let's raise the dead. Rah. We're back. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.